Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to share with you what it is that I bought during the Sephora sale. Strap in, because there's a lot. Let's do this. If you watched my wish list video before the sale started, you'll remember that I was like, I'm only going to pick up like 2 or 3 things and really try to keep the reins on myself because overall 20% is not a massive savings. Well, I was a lot more naive and innocent prior to the sale actually arriving because once the sale did arrive, treat yourself became sort of my mantra. And I saw it, I liked it, I wanted it, I got it. So let's dive in. So one of the ones that was on my wish list that I was saying is one of those purchases that it's an important purchase, but really unsexy and really not fun, and that is the Cinema Secrets Brush Cleanser. I suspect that quite a few people feel the same way about this product because it did sell out during the sale. It's just a staple in my collection. It's great for spot cleaning my brushes. They dry instantly, so it is very handy to have on hand. This will last me probably a year, and then I'll have to repurchase it again. It's like $54 or something, so it just always guts me every time that I have to buy it, but when I at least get to save a little bit of money on it, it helps take the sting out. But it's such a good product that I can't just not buy it. I did purchase a few skincare items during the sale. One of them is from Skin Iceland, and they are the Hydra Cool Firming Eye Gels. They come in a pack of 4. I've already used one. These are a repeat purchase for me. I have had, I think this is my 3rd package of them that I've bought. I do find that they are very cooling and very comfortable under the eyes, and overall just the experience of using them is something that I enjoy. I don't know that they're like the most depuffing items out there, but they feel nice and cool, and so when I've had a long day, a lot of eye strain looking at the computer, things like that, I do find that these help to just bring the heat out of my eyes and make them feel better. Another item that I purchased is from Sephora itself. This is the peeling mask. I actually ended up buying 2 of these and I have used it once. So it does suggest that you use it twice a week. I'm probably going to use it either tonight or tomorrow, just so that I've used it twice within a 7-day span. You only leave it on for about 3 minutes and then you rinse your face after. I will say with this, I did have like a little abrasion on my face and it really kind of stung when I first applied it. But overall, it didn't have any sort of negative impact on my skin after the fact. I don't know that it had like a super amazing impact either, but I did notice that my skin felt very soft after using it, and it does certainly look bright and healthy, if you will, so I just threw that by accident. So at any rate, I did pick up 2 of those. They're not my absolute favorite thing, but I don't regret the purchase. I will use the 2nd one, but I probably won't buy it again. I will say though that Sephora also has the freezing mask. Came out around the same time that this one became available, and that one I love. Like, I really like it. It's not the it's not like that sheet mask. It looks like a sheet mask, but it's almost like rubberized, so it doesn't dry out. And it will last and stay nice and cool on the skin for basically as long as you're wearing it. So if I was going to buy another one, I would go for the freezing one over the peeling one. And then for poops and giggles, I picked up this thing here from Dr. Jart. And this is the Dark Circle Micro Tip Patch. And it has like little micro tips. And it says that you should leave it on for 2 hours or even leave it on overnight. So these ones are just meant to sit under the eyes, and they're meant to sort of target the dark circles that I have. But I'm afraid to use it because I'm afraid it's going to hurt. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. There are 4 of them in the pack, and it retailed for $23, I think. So I'm hoping that it'll actually do something. Maybe I'll do some like before and after pics just to see if it actually makes a difference. I'm kind of terrified to use it. The last skincare item that I picked up is from Herbivore, and this is the Emerald Cannabis Sativa Hemp Deep Moisture Glow Oil. I got a deluxe size sample of this from a previous Sephora purchase and instantly fell in love with it. And I'm not one typically for face oils, but this one I really like. So it's just this nice little green bottle there. I like the packaging itself, to be honest. But while it is an oil, it just doesn't leave my skin feeling oily. Like, it soaks in really nicely and it gives me like 24-hour hydration. It is fantastic. It doesn't smell weedy at all. Does it even have a scent? If anything, it smells like really watered down mouthwash. Like a little tiny bit minty, but nothing to write home about. Like, really not bad at all. So this is the product that I've just really enjoyed using, so I picked up the full size. I did pick up a couple sample-sized primers just to test them out. One is from Milk Makeup, and this is the Hydro Grip Primer. I've just heard really, really good things about it. I've only used it once so far, and I will agree with the reviews that I've heard on it that says that it is very moisturizing and really does apply like a face cream, and I completely agree with that. I really do enjoy using this. I don't find that it becomes like super sticky to the point where blending your makeup on top of it is difficult, so don't let that grip word kind of fool you. Overall, it is a very nice primer as far as I've experienced it so far, but like I said, I've only used it once, maybe twice, but I think only once. So I will continue to use it and I will give you my thoughts on it once I have finished it up. The other one that I picked up is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This thing's $25 for this little tiny puck of product. It does smell very nice though. It's got like a hint of like a citrusy kind of smell. It's quite nice. I've only used this one again like once or twice as well, so I haven't really been able to formulate like a strong feeling on it. But honestly, of the two, at least on initial impression, I would go for the Milk one over the Tatcha one. I think the price of this one is setting the bar a little bit too high for me, but I will continue using it. And again, like I said, I will also give an update on my thoughts on it as time goes on. I also picked up a concealer to try out. This one is from First Aid Beauty, and it is the Bendy Avocado Concealer in the shade Light, I believe. Doesn't say. Why doesn't it say? I'm pretty sure I picked it up in the shade Light, but there's no shade name on the packaging whatsoever. I have used it a few times now. It does blend out very nicely. It does offer, I would say, medium, maybe medium plus kind of coverage, but certainly not full coverage. It does last well throughout the day. It doesn't crease up on me. I do find it to be rather hydrating, so overall I am quite happy with it. This is one that I would probably go for on like an everyday basis, but when I really do want like as much coverage as possible, I would be reaching for my Tarte Shape Tape or Jouer Essential Full Coverage. But overall, not a bad concealer at all. So now let's move on to the fun color cosmetics. So I picked up 3 different lip products. One of them was on my wish list, and it is the lip gloss from Pat McGrath. This is in the shade Flesh Fantasy. It's what I'm wearing today. I did have the mini deluxe size sample of this. I whipped through that in no time, so I wanted the full size to replace that because I just love it so much. Then I was debating picking up another shade of this in like a bright coral shade, but I figured I would try the Hourglass gloss instead, so I picked up a corally shade in this one. This is in the shade Horizon. I like the Pat McGrath ones better. They go for the same price. This one has a bit of a minty scent to it, so if you're not big on mint, stay away. It doesn't really have that minty feeling, so that's good. But overall, I just find these to be a little bit more on the sheer side than what the Pat McGrath ones are, and that comes down to personal preference. I don't dislike it. It's not sticky. It doesn't gum up in a way that you wouldn't want it to. It doesn't have great longevity, but I really don't look for hours upon hours of wear with glosses. I kind of wish that I had purchased the coral shade in the Pat McGrath rather than in the Hourglass. but I don't dislike it to the point where I'm going to return it. I will continue to use it. I think it is very pretty. It's just not quite as punchy as I had kind of hoped that it would be. And there it is on my hand there. The last lip product that I purchased is from Bite Beauty. I do have one of these lip stains already in Orange Fizz, and I picked up Strawberry Froze. I really like these products. Like, I really, really like them. They are absolutely a stain. They are very long lasting. You can apply it very lightly and just get a sheer amount, or you can load up the pigmentation and it's going to be fully opaque like you see on my hand. And I'm really debating picking up the red as well, just to complete the set, if you will. Another thing that I like about these, and this is just me being a picky, finicky person, but the pink one, the lettering is in pink. My orange one, the lettering is in orange, and the red one has red lettering as well, which is kind of nice because when they're stored, you can easily see which one it is without having to open them up or try to read the microscopic lettering on the bottom of it. So a product that I was absolutely not expecting to purchase, but as I was going through the website and really looking at what the options were and looking at like past wants of mine, it really kind of jumped out at me, and impulsively I just threw it in my cart and applied the 20% discount, and away we are. Here we go. The Norvina palette from ABH. This was one that kind of got a few mixed reviews at the time that it came out, but I really do like the color story in there. I think that it is quite wearable, if you will, for me on a daily basis, so I will get a lot of good use out of it. I have played around with it a few times. It performs every bit as well as I would expect an ABH palette to perform. If you're not familiar with their shadows, the foils are always like just so beautiful. The mattes are very powdery. They do kick up quite a bit of product, but they also blend like a dream. So as long as you knock off the excess and just go in with a gentle hand, totally fine. I don't like the brush that they always put in. I wish they'd switch those brushes up, but having said that, it was an impulse purchase, but I am overall happy that I picked it up. Then I had said in my wish list that I wasn't sure if I was ultimately going to pull the trigger on this. I asked for some input from you guys, and a couple of you said absolutely go for it, it's amazing. And it is the blush palette from Jouer, and I have to agree. So this is the Bouquet d'Amour. It has 6 shadows in there. The only one that I can't see myself actually using on my face is this one, but I think that it would look really pretty as an eyeshadow, to be honest. These are like so pigmented, but not to the point where they're unworkable. You just kind of have to really tap off the excess and then just kind of go in lightly again. But they are beautiful. I am wearing one of them on my cheeks today. It's this one up here. And I have been really happy with this purchase. I think these pans are going to last forever. Because a little goes a long way, but then they also do wear really well throughout the day as well. And thank you so much for all of your recommendations on this, because I love it. I love the outer packaging. I love just the shades that are in there, and I'm just so glad that I purchased it. I purchased another blush, one of the Cover FX ones. This is one of their duos. This is in Mojave Mauve. So you've got the matte side over here and then the shimmery side over here. They are monochromatic, so you have the same kind of story tone going on. I really do like these, I will say. I'm still experimenting with how best to pull off that shimmery shadow, but it's not glittery at all, and it's not like a duochrome or anything like that. It is very much just a satin looking blush, so it's not super intimidating. I'm just sort of experimenting with the placement of it. The only thing that puts me off about this duo is the packaging. I really think that they could have done a better job on it. Like, it's just this cheapy looking plastic. It's in this like bone color, and I just think they could have done something a little bit more impactful, but it's what's inside that counts. I feel like I say that in every video, and what is inside are absolutely beautiful products. There is one other thing, I think two other things that I purchased. I don't have them here yet. And for some reason they're saying that they're not going to be delivered until like late this week. So I just wanted to go ahead and film since I'm out of the office today and I have the time to do so. So I'm just going to stick the picture up here. I purchased yet another face mask from Saturday Skin. I've been hearing a lot of people saying good things about their products. I didn't really want to jump in with like a full like $40, $50 item. So I just picked up one of their little sheet masks. I also grabbed one of the Sephora collection eyeliners. It was already on a discounted price and then an additional 20% off that. And then the Kaja Beauty eyeshadow trios. I have heard nothing but good things about these. I have swatched them in store before and thought they were very pretty, but just didn't pick them up at the time. And so I just kind of rushed in on the last day of the sale and was like, nope, you're coming home with me. So soon it will arrive and I look forward to playing around with those eyeshadows. So overall, I spent far too much money. But I'm really happy with the purchases that I bought. Even the ones that I'm not like super crazy about, like the Hourglass lip balm. It is still a nice lip balm. I don't want to give the impression that I think it's a crappy product. I just wanted it to be a little bit more than it is. But it's going to be great for summertime. Easy wearing, touch it up on the fly as you go, and it's all good. So that's what I picked up during the sale. Made a huge dent in my wallet, but thank God for tax refunds. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Did you pick up anything during the sale? If so, what did you grab? Any regrets? Any new faves? All that good stuff, let me know down below. I'm going to thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.